What's up, people? Woody here, back with another deck preview or kind of deck tech for Gwent, and this time we're looking at some Nilfgaard. Now, you probably, similar to me, ran into a lot of Nilfgaard this season, or last season / this season, as this season has only just started. And pretty much every Nilfgaard deck has probably been Shupe or Zoltan. They're both very powerful decks, very powerful. Unfortunately, I've not played a Nilfgaard deck with Zoltan in it when they haven't found Zoltan. But Shupe's a little bit different. I've had games that I've won because Shupe has not done what they wanted to. But when Shupe does come out and does what they want, yeah, I mean it can be devastatingly powerful. This doesn't actually run either of those cards. This is a very much a more balanced mid-range Nilfgaard deck, hence why it's called Not Short Nilfgaard. And it's not tier 1 by any means, but I find it quite fun to play. The best strength this deck has is its versatility. It's very versatile. It has quite a few outs. So you're not looking at a single win con, and playing Amir adds to that versatility in terms of when you're playing, and I'll go through some combos that you can kind of go off with Amir, or cards you want to sync with Amir in this game. So I'll quickly run through the deck. T-Ball, he's pretty decent at the moment. He can be dangerous round 1 against tool monsters, or against any monster deck really. He can come out at basically 0 value. But he's pretty solid. I've run into a lot of ice decks where I've played him round 3 and got full value because they've milled their deck, which also meant that when they did play Jutta for the BDM combo, that they couldn't get it off because Jutta came out at full value because she's 1 under T-Ball, so that was always handy. Now, Escort Pathfinder I'll come back to in a bit, but Escort Pathfinder's in the deck. Definitely a changeable card, but I'll come back to that in a bit. Octvist, again, you can change that if you want, but I've had lots of success with Octvist, getting them out end of round 1 normally. Like playing round 1 to either push the kind of get the pass out of them if they've got a lot of units on board, especially, or if they don't pass, then getting high value off it and following up. Serret and Orcs are pretty standard for most Nilfgaard decks. Unicorn combo, they're pretty common for any deck. Roach just brings a little bit of tempo. Frenzy Dow, it's just a big body. If we do run into any artifact decks, we can play that. And the joy of Emir is we can always double play it if we need to. If they play, for example, they drop Sea Hill round 3, we clear it. They play Caretaker, I believe it's called, to replay Sea Hill or Gravekeeper, and then we kill it again. Simple as that. Asaya, she's there for the Roach combo, but I'll go for other combos. Well, she's there for the Roach combo, but she's also very good against monster decks where they have 13s and 10s in their drop, and they're clearly running some kind of ghouls or Osrals. So you just put them round 3. You can use Asaya to play Roach, and you can use Asaya again to pop T-Ball or even Jutta in an ice matchup back into their deck, and that can really fuck them over. Gimpy is, again, base he's 7 value. If you don't get any extra value off him, he's 7. You can get 10 off him. Playing against Yusfa with same infantry, you can get a lot more value off him, really. You can get anything up to 16, which is decent. Orcs pairs with Serret. Lacerate is another changeable card. I played around the 7 slot quite a lot. Didn't have much success with what I had available provisions-wise. Lacerate, I normally get at minimum 8 value off of it, which isn't too bad. I can take 8 value off a card. That's like playing a Karanex without Unicorn in hand. Vidafir is obviously, it's a dick card. I like it because it's a dick card. I've won so many Shupe matchups when I've pulled this card out, realised that they've got Shupe on the top of their deck, bin Shupe off with Doom, of course, and then gone on 1. Peter is one of 2 ways. Peter wins matches, Peter loses matches. Peter against Monsters deck is amazing. Double playing Peter. If they're playing Ghouls or Osrels, you get last play. You play Peter last card. You double reset with Amir's ability. You're playing Peter for anything up to a 20-25 point swing. I've won so many matches with Peter. I've also had Peter last card thinking they're going to play something out, and instead Peter's got like 2 or 3 extra value out of them. But as long as if you're getting the 6, you're getting the provision, so it's not too bad. Imperial Brigade, purely there for finning. As you notice, we don't run Witches, so that's our only finning tool really. Norsca Brigade, it's just there because I needed a card that fit the 5p. Alba, it's another lock along with Orcs, and it has a bit of synergy with Slave Driver. Norsca Sergeant and Magni Division are probably the 2 best ramping cards in the game at the moment, so I don't really need to explain too much about those. And the last card, Spotter. I mean, you can change this out. I ran Wolfpack for a little while. I quite like the daring kind of, let's throw a spotter out and see what we hit. Very rarely do I hit anything under a 3. Every now and then you might hit a 2. But if you hit a 3, you're getting 4 for 4. It's the same as Wolfpack. But against monster decks, I've had times where he's come out and he's hit 10s, he's hit 9s. So it's a good high play card. But it is a risk, obviously. It's Spotter. So quickly back to Eskel, because I don't want to spend ages on this here, but I've played around with this 10 slot a lot in the deck. I've pretty much run almost every card here, okay? I used to run Pathfinder with Letho Kingslayer. The idea is I can use Letho Kingslayer to either get another Magni Division out, another Nausicaa Sergeant out, or another Eskel Pathfinder out and get the tempo really ramping up. I found it a little bit of a slow play. I come in too many round 3 matches where I had it in hand for round 3. We came to round 3 with maybe 5 cards, 6 at most in hand. And by the time I was playing Pathfinder, he's getting a lot of them playing this, I was getting 4 points out of Letho. And I found it was too inconsistent with Lock and the meta of the board removal at the moment. Yennefer, solid card. I tried it. It wasn't great. It got cleared or locked way too many times. Leo, I love Leo as a card. Again, it was way too situational. I had way too many matches where they didn't have a unit over 8 power and they didn't have a Witcher, or they did have a Witcher on the board, but it was a free cost. And I was like, I'm getting so little value out of Leo. It was irritating me. Same with Regis High Vampire. If this thing goes off, you normally win the game. You're playing against Tour Monsters. Combined with Peter, you can win the game easy with Regis High Vampire. Again, I found it so situational. If you're not playing a deck that sets up for High Vampire, I find it really a bizarre card to run. So that's why I dropped it. So my reason behind Eskel is purely for the fact that I can drop him out. He gets locked. He stays on the board at a 7. He's already beaten Leo and Regis value on a more consistent basis. Not overall. Obviously, these guys are big win con cards. Like, this can win you the game. This can win you the game. This can win you the game. A little bit harder. If they don't touch it round 3 or they throw the locks out, then what it can also do is it can steer a lot of aggro towards its way, meaning that normally Nausicaa Sergeants, Magni Divisions stay on the board a little bit longer because they're slightly lower in power. I've just had good games with Eskel where he's got up to 12, 13 points. And that's meant that things like Count Caldwell has really screwed them over because they haven't got cards that can match it. And that all the aggro's going here now, and it means that I can throw cards like Octafist out and it's not getting pinged because they want to get rid of Eskel because of tempo. So I'm sticking with Eskel for now, but you completely change it. Like I said, this deck isn't the most powerful deck. We're going to go into some gameplay in a minute. It's versatile. I find it quite fun. It carried me up quite a few ranks, up to about rank 5 in a smooth last season. I didn't quite make it into rank 4, so unfortunately I got reset to rank 10. But I'm pushing for Pro Ladder this season. Going to have a nice big push on it this season. This deck probably won't carry me into Pro Ladder, but for someone who's new to the game, it's not too expensive to build. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some heavier costing cards in there, but like Roach you get free. Unicorn and Kyrenex are probably cards you should be creating straight off the bat anyway. And the other cards, it's not the most expensive deck you can build, and it's pretty powerful. Also, Emir has quite a few options for replayability. But yeah, that's it really, guys. So let's jump into some gameplay, and let's see how we get on. Eredin. Okay, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Get rid of one of you. Nah, I don't really want 2 Nausicaa Sergeants, but we'll stick with it for now. Eredin decks are cool at the moment, especially when you have no idea what they're playing. Yeah, so what do you reckon? Morntart, Artifact Control, which I've seen a lot less of, or Imrith. They're my shouts on what it might be. They're the main ones that come into. Well, Artifact Control I've seen a lot less of with Imrith. but Morntart is huge and a pain in the arse to play against. Best way to beat your Morntart deck is win round 1, push round 2. Simple as that, really. You lose round 2 as well. Yeah, it can be pretty bad. You kind of want them to force their Morntart out of the hand, basically. That's the idea of it. So yeah, what we want to do in this deck is we want to be getting classic first 2 plays, and then we want to be getting some tempo on the board. We still have Eskel if we find them later on. But yeah, these this deck is, as I said, the idea of it is versatile. Our next play is going to be Orcs to lock Neckers, and having ME, you can kind of adapt to each game. Like they play more cards out that you kind of want to lock, then you just lock them. Simple as that. So we lock these guys now, which locks all Neckers, which is good for us. That's for sure. He got lucky with the snipe there, didn't he? Okay, we'll get value out of Sarah. We can get rid of this guy here because Thrive can get out of control. It's such a good mechanic, Thrive. Yeah. That's okay. And I think we lock this one, and then we get really good value out of Slave Driver. So the moment Slave Driver's coming out for a 7 because he hits for 5. So that's pretty big. Pretty big. We're up on even, which is even nicer. I played a game a little while ago where I played T-Ball and it pulled out their Morntart, and I was like, oh my god, that is insane. I was so happy. I may play T-Ball next because, I mean, the issue against Monster Deck is you may pull to 13. If you do, you're very unlucky. And they get a free player to 13, which is annoying. But also the chances are against Eridin, you may pull an engine that really stitch them over. So we're 10 behinds. We play T-Ball and see what luck we get. Fingers crossed. That's fine. So you haven't actually played Whisperess, so it doesn't boost either. So they only get the 4 buff next turn. Okay, do we keep the pressure on? Do we keep the pressure on? That's the question. To do so, we have to play Karanex. Okay, we're going to play Karanex. I'm going to clear this. We're actually then going to put Karanex back in hand and hope we draw into Unicorn next round, and then we're going to drop this. Just to force them out of cards, basically. I think we get out of the round next turn anyway. Unless we think we can win it. But the issue is we've got Nausicaa Sergeant that we didn't play earlier. Because I wanted to hold on to them for round 3 or round 2. And we get no value out of them. And we could play them next and we get 1 value out of them. So technically we have 12 points in hand. Depending on what they play next. Do you know what? I think we go for it. I think we push for this. They pass, we take the rounds. They play. There you go, we take the round. I don't really want to be playing Karanex, but I'd rather take the round against Morntart. And hopefully push next round if we have the cards now. It's annoying because I played Nausicaa Sergeant. I reckon that's Morntart right there. Is my bet. So we really want to push now to... okay, they're not great cards. We have mulligans though. Lacerate we get no value out of, although they play more. We can't double play it. Okay, that's good. I mean, we have pretty big value there alone. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. This deck can be good at pushing round 2. The idea is we want to If that's Morntart in his hand, we want to be pushing. We want to get it out, basically. And that's not good. They just play Witches. Although it is good, because Lacerate. It is good.
You shall perish, worm.
Go on, play melee row. Play on the melee, my friend. Come on. Come on! You know you want to play melee. Melee is where you want to be playing this next card. There you go. So we made him play his Wincon. Which basically means we pass now. Because he has to play Morntart and he hasn't got a graveyard afterwards. And he has to play a card. We can't win with Morntart going off. So there you go. We pass. We got the Wincon out. Whether it's the right decision or not, we don't know yet. We have 1 mulligan left. He's got 4. So the issue here is he can find kind of whatever cards he wants. Because he's got 4 mulligans, he's only got 7 cards in deck. Kimpy's good. Spotter is not going to be very good, I bet, because I doubt he'll get the 13. He's not going to leave the 13 cost in there, is he? I mean, realistically, how much? We have a good chance. Come on. Oh my god, look at this. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. It would have been nice. 5 cards. It would have been nice. And we drew 1 of the 2 that were not nice. Okay. This is going to be a hard. He's got... Yeah, I don't think we win this game. But I mean, Morntart's hard deck to play against. We've got the Wincon out. Who knows? Who knows what he plays? Who knows what he plays? He drops to 13, boy. We lose. Simple as that. Fair play. Let's throw a spotter out and see what comes of him. Pretty poor. It was to be expected, though, wasn't it? If it's a consume card, we lose. We lose anyway. Lose by 3! Don't even get rid of Magni Division. We'd have won. Or if we drew into Unicorn, we drew into any others. Yeah. I know it's not a great example of how the deck runs. We'll play another game now. Because we lost. But you kind of got the idea of the mid-range tempo, or the mid-range versatility the deck offers. We'll jump into another game now. It's like I've said this before. It's not the best deck, and I don't want to sit here and go, I'm only going to show games that win, because you can show games that lose. But the only way we can beat a Morntart deck with this deck is by pushing them round 2. We got their Wincon out, and then we lost by 3, which is, I mean, a loss is a loss, but hopefully you saw an idea of how that deck can run, or how this deck can run, shall I say. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. That's a pretty tidy opening hand. We'll take that all day long. T-Ball, I like playing T-Ball round 1 against Brewer, because it can bring out cards that really fucks them over, basically. Basically. So yeah, that's why I like playing T-Ball. And 1, obviously we drop Magni Division first. I think we keep Escal for round 3. To be honest. Saying that, we could put him out now. He gets locked. I think we put him out now, he gets locked. And move the row. Push back down here. Although whatever card we play here, they're probably going to play Dragoon and move it back to stop Magni Division ramping up. So maybe we hold on to Escal for now. There you go. We don't. So they've locked that card, which is fine. These gets really good value off the elves at spawn 1. We'll play these guys next. So this deck can, I mean, you could put witches in this deck. I'm personally not a huge fan of witches in most decks. They're great in decks that, like Shupe decks, they have to be ran because they're individual. Don't count as duplicates, and they thin. They give you more chance of finding your win con, which is pretty big. All right, let's throw T-Ball out and see what we pull. I'll tell you what, we can't get much better value off T-Ball there. That thing can get annoyingly powerful. So we're happy with that, and we tie up on even. We're going to throw Frenzied out next. I'm very rare. Okay, is this guy... he just wants value, that's all. That's all. I've not... I mean, I know... I might eat my words here. I very rarely come into... Why are they playing you? I know you're an elf, but... okay. I very rarely come into Brewer decks that run artifacts, to be honest. Alright, we want the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why Thingy's not out yet. Airline. So we pop you down. Get rid of you, and Airline still doesn't come out. I feel like we get good value off Lacerate this round.
Slaughter them to a man.
Okay. Brewer likes last say, so I really like pushing Brewers round 1 to bleed their hand out, like get them play as many cards as possible, and hopefully maybe take the round. Depending what value we get off Lacerate, really. If they keep playing around in melee, then yeah, there's a good chance we can get some solid value off Lacerate. Alright, so we're down on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they still haven't got... Okay, I think we play Lacerate now. Because it stops them getting Alien out again. Because of that. And we get good value off it. And we take the lead by 1. The issue is I don't really want to play these cards. I want to save these for the dwarfs that spawn. Okay, isn't it? Play Skiri now. Force. Okay, I mean, yeah, we lose the round, but we're not too concerned. We have very good cards in hand. We pass. He's used 1 leader ability, and Skiru is gone. So yeah, we're okay with that. Well, we'll find out if we're okay with that at the end if we win this round. There we go, nice. So at the moment, these are probably going to be our Emir targets because they're 20-point play off one of them and then 8 off the other. So you get 28 points in 2 turns with these guys. We'll throw the lock out because, in all honesty, locks are great against Northern Realms and some Nilfgaard decks like Imperial Enforcers. They're not like Scoia'tael. There's hardly anything that has order or cooldown. Swordmasters are about it, to be honest. So we just throw you out. Now, obviously, he has leader ability for Esco, so I don't expect Esco to maybe stay on the melee row, which is annoying. But it does mean he loses 2 off of Esco, off of Bluva. He loses a charge off Bruva. What are we missing? Octvist would be nice. Peter is poor value in this matchup. Let's see if we can get Octvist. Magni Division could bait out another one, so we've got some good ramp here. Can't move all of them. Because we played Magni Division back row, she's be our close to last play because we let Magni Division ramp up nice and high. We'll get it to probably 8 and stop it. Purely because we then... So we let him play the next one of these, then we play Gimpy. Because he's probably going to want to get Airline out. We get rid of these, and they'll also play the one that boosts all elves by 1. Okay. Do we play it now? Because we don't really want Airleen to come out. Because Call to the Forest on Airleen is a pain in the ass. No, we just have to wait.
This'll be quick and painful.
Airleen comes out, we can always use... we can always use Coronex to clear her.
Blue Mountains!
Okay, I don't think the other one's these in hand, so I'm going to play Gimli now.
Time for a beating.
The issue now is if he is running professional, which I've seen many Brewer decks running professional. This goes next turn. That's why I'm going to play. Ooh. Okay. It's alright, we have orcs in hand, so we are fine with this. Next turn we play a Sire. Range row to stop it from going any higher. Yeah, I don't want it to go into. I mean, this. Okay, we're pretty good standing here. They have 2 leader abilities left. We have some good high tempo plays next. So I'm not running Yarden, otherwise they wouldn't want to reset that, unless they're going to reset this row here. So I think we play... you here. Clear you. Put you back in hand. Do we play it clear another one and stops... It stops Airleen coming out? I think we do. There we go. There we go. Simple as that. And that's Brewer. That is a very powerful deck. Brewer is a very powerful tier 1 deck. And like I say, this deck isn't the most powerful deck you ever come across. It's not the best deck you ever come across. How I find it very fun to play. I find it very, very versatile. It can adapt to a lot of situations. It's very much a jack of all trades, master of none. It's good at bleeding round 2 with the right cards. I've won many matches with this Nilfgaard deck round 2, like 2-0, because I've had Tibor in hand, I've had Esco in hand, and I've maybe had Optivist in hand or something like that, or Coronex or Unicorn, and then you can just bleed them out. And then so many decks at the moment are very much linear decks with their kind of solo mindset. So Shupe focuses on one card. Zoltan focuses on one card. Morntart focuses on one card. Imrith focuses on one card. So if you can force that card out of their deck round 2, even so, for example, in that game we just done then, Skiru. Okay, Brewer doesn't rely on Skiru, but Skiru is a game-winning card. He had to play Skiru round 1 because Brewer wants last say. We were laughing off that. We didn't have to play around anything round 3. We could throw cards out. We could clear them off. We stopped Airleen coming out. We stopped the tempo coming. And it just shut the deck down. And that only happened because of the versatility of the Nilfgaard deck. So yeah, hopefully you like the deck, guys. The link below, in the description, is a link below to the Gwent Up profile that's got the deck on it. So you can run through a full deck there. This video will also be in that there as well. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for checking out. The YouTube channel is new. So if you do like it, guys, give the video a little like. And if you like, or even sub, sorry. I'm actually hoping to do some beginner videos because I've been playing Gwent for about a year. I am new to Homecoming, as everyone else is, but I've recently moved across to PC, hence why I have very few scrap and ore, because I left all my stuff from PlayStation to play on PC. I'm going to be doing a video. My next video is going to be 5 general cards that every first new player should craft. Your first 5 cards you have to craft with your scrap, basically. And then we're going to look at 3 starter decks. So they're kind of iterations of starter decks you get given. They are iterations of how you can make them, like little changes you can make to them to make them not tier 1, but a lot more powerful and help you climb up the ranks. That's the next couple of videos we can be doing. I'm also working on an FNI deck. I will warn you now, it's not Artifact. I'm working on an FNI deck that sets up some pretty nice lane damage. But anyway, enough for me, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for checking out the YouTube channel. As I said, I'm rambling now. I do stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays over on Twitch. The link is up at the end of the video, or is in the description below. So please check it out. If you want to see me stream Gwent, then you can do so. This season I am pushing for rank 0 for Pro Ladder. Who knows if I get there or not. But yeah, thanks again, guys, and until next time, goodbye.